waiting for you. And I'm like, we'll wait till she's home and maybe she can take the one when she's like absolutely like just done with it. This thing's got like 114 capacity. It's my like 90 odd. I should find a fucking ambulance, honestly. And speaking of, I know this car won't run. Unlock the doors. Unlock the trunk. Okay, I can't. Lock is broken. Okay, so I think it's more of like, instead of like lock is broken, I think it's car door is broken. I think that that's the concept. And screwdriver, tire pump. I don't want none of that. I've already got stuff out of you. Oh yeah, hold on. I don't want to take the keys for these two home so they can stay there. It'd be very suspiciously obvious. Okay, so I've got like 4 crates. I do need to find food. I have found more medical shit. I will need more water soon. Honestly, not bad what I've found so far. It's just not what I'm looking for. But I did find this passage again, which like I do roughly like kind of know where like Mulder is and stuff. And I do want to go like sweep there as well. There is also, I think, calm down, whatever the fuck that is. I think it's supposed to be like a deer sound. I think there might be a restaurant that has an old stove. So maybe. Hey, Beat, how you doing? How's this going? It's going alright. Zomboid's doing alright, and I don't know, I'm existing. One of those, like, it's kind of that shit time of the year sort of thing, but I'm otherwise alright kind of thing. How you been? You been up to? Be missing more streams and stuff next week as well. Just to give you guys a heads up. I'm only doing, I think, 3 streams next week because I'm still doing more rigging. I'll be taking off like more days, like every other week or every week, whatever, to rig my avatar and stuff. So yeah, just have to keep an eye on my schedule. If I'm not live, go have a look in case I'm off for rigging. Is this somewhere where I need to be? And no, not that turn, this one. I see a road. We'll go up there because I don't know how much I've looted that. And obviously go check on the chickens and stuff. I know the place across the road doesn't have what I am after. I was going to make the fucking electrolytes joke. I don't know how many people have watched Idiocracy, right? But every single time I come across like it's what something needs or it's what something craves, it's clearly electrolytes. Sorry. Just every time. It's always the same reaction every time I like hear or say like the sentence. So I don't know if I'm going to park back a little bit for this. So the reason why I want to park back, I do think I've been in here, but okay, there is no, oh, there's 3 zombies up there. I do think I've been in here before. Rat poison, nothing. What's this? Empty bottle. Okay. Now, I have definitely been up this spot before because there is nothing here. When I get back, I'm going to mark up a bunch of places that are just like completely not useful for me. So I stopped kind of going back because I've been here a couple of times and I haven't had a fucking pen on me, which I need to mark up like a pen or a pencil or something so that I can stop going back to the same places. Because like a bit of it's difficult. Like when I start like a new life, right, I'm normally on the same game, but occasionally like with the multiplayer update and stuff, sometimes the game gets like fully updated, so I have a new map. So I'm not 100% sure if I've been somewhere before, you know. Yeah, I do know I've been here because I had the jump scare of my fucking life in this doorway, and I don't believe I went upstairs. The back room is busted open. They had a fireplace and no basement. Oh, hello. Fuck off. I knew that there was another one in here because I think I tried to sleep in the kitchen. Fuck off, bitch. Like, yeah, just go lay down. I'm not walking into that area. Like, I need her to, like, get up and come back. There we go. I may have to just kill her where I stand. There we go. Now she's down. The reason why I don't want to walk forwards is there's 3 doors open plus the one down the hallway. And I don't know. I do not know if extra zombies. But I can hear one. Which means that there is one in here somewhere. But there's also a small closet there as well. The hell are you? Because I can hear you, mate. You must be in that room. Or in that cupboard. I reckon they're in there, and I've got no reason to open a cupboard like that. Now, these beds, though, there's 2 of these, and I am looking for one of these fuckers to uplift for home, right? I don't super want to be, like, overweight with stuff. Keto resin, sheet paper, pen. Give me that shit. Give me that shit right now. Mark that crap. I don't even care. How do I star this shit? More favorite. You're definitely in there. Okie dokie. So, get a pen. I have a marker. So we have been to here to here. We have been to here. I looked at that one. Went to here and here. I checked out that one. I want to go back up there. That's where it is. It's actually not that far away. And I don't know about that, but where was this thing here is what I want to come back to. That and that. So I wanted to say there was basically like wood and axe to suggest that that little crate thing had, that might be a little bit too close, but that's fine. Wood and axe to suggest that that had a lot of wood. Honestly, I could put like a fucking third one there or something. Like, I just want to like kind of just 2 axes would probably be fine. And that one was storage, which I don't really have a specific symbol that I use for storage. I'd like to say like just a box or something. Like I used to say like something like these kind of thing. Yeah, I don't see anything that I specifically want to mark up. I could put like an exclamation mark for like boxes or something. That's fine. So, anyway, there is a zombie in here. But I got a minute. So, can I want to disassemble one of these 2 beds or both of the beds because I want to bring home one of these fucking things so I can use them. And eventually I'm going to have to find and shove one in the car. I do find it funny that she's like at breaking point. There is definitely a zombie in there. Because I know it's not downstairs. Doing that whole slow rolling thing at the wall. But when I go back around the hallway, I should be able to look into the room. If it's here, I'll see it. If it's not, it's in there and I'm not opening that. Like it is being super calm and super chill about that door. That's great. We destroyed it. Give me the nails. I have wasted a lot of nails. And I just gotta kind of like... Why is it suddenly loud? Did I... you know, hold on. I might just be having a dumb minute. What? The 45. Try that. I think I've been doing it wrong. I did this every so often. I kind of forget what I'm supposed to be doing for it. I want to pick it up, not disassemble it. I may have just disassembled 2 beds without like actually trying to lift them. These have like a 45% chance. I think a 45 chance break. Okay, so when I do actually do that, I don't get materials. Okay. Maybe get your fucking bat out, love. It's definitely over there. There is no zombies in here. Speaking of, we require water. Water. Give me the sink. Fill up the bowl. Having the tap thing right behind the door has been like a mild issue of trying to get to it. I might actually just do myself a solid I don't see myself coming back here, but just in case. Okay. No zombies in here, which means it's got to be, as I said, in that other one. Give me that radio. I'll put the nails in there as well because they've got to go in there anyway. And that's got to go back into my inventory because I'm not going to try to pick up like another bed. I was going to hoard the pillows though. I figured like my logic was if the pillows increase the quality of the bed, which they do appear to do, then if I just pepper a bed in pillows, it should be luxuriously amazing. Right? So I'm like, you know, that's all I'm really going to do to make like the top tier bed. I'm sure that there are like actual better beds. Like, I'm sure this has like some kind of information on it and stuff. All right. So let's have a look. Yep. Nope. No need for that one. You know what I should do? Hang on a second. Hang on a ticket. Hold up. Do myself even a bigger solid. There is a plank of wood. I think some people will see where I'm going with this. I was going to maybe put it on the cupboard, but I think I'll just put it on the specific outer door because then it's got to go through 2 doors or a wall and stuff to get to me, right? Although this would explain why when we tried to have a sleep in this house... Calm down, love. My girl was freaking out. Can you barricade that? Because I see no point in going in and potentially finding out if it's 1 or 20 zombies. And obviously in the event that I can hear a zombie in a house and I can see a boarded up room, I generally won't bother with that. So I already know this place has no food. I've been here before. So let me go check out. I have been over here and I do think it has a boarded up room. It's like a secret hidden boarded up room. And I think I got dead in one of my games here. So I just don't know if there is a bathroom. It looks clean and everything looks open. I may not have been here yet. Yeah, I don't think I've been here. Maybe I have. There's an open door. The only way I'll find out is if there's shit in the kitchen. If there's nothing in the kitchen, then I'll know what the deal is. I gotta shut a couple of these rooms. Hold on. Shut that shit. And shut that shit. Okay. So, let's see. There's empty cups. There's some rotted stuff. If there is no actual legitimate food... No, I have definitely been here before. But I will fill up the water bottle because I saw she drank some of that. She is getting very hungry. And really my only kind of option now is like the chickens. I'm not bothering with that cupboard. So, I'm going to go back down to the chickens. I guess we're going to collect their eggs. And I will have to mark up this place as being like done. And also that there's a live zombie in that one. Hit me up with the map. So, where am I? Up here. So there is that, but there is also, I would say, a zombie in here. Essentially. Do that. So there's a zombie, but it's otherwise cleared. Or I've been there. Been there. Alright. So we'll go down to the birds. And I'll collect up what eggs. And then we're going to have to basically beeline for home. So that we can actually cook up said eggs. And yeah. Otherwise, she's probably going to starve. There is a campfire at the back. I did see that. So worst case scenario, if I booped my car, right, is I could probably go up to there and probably start like a little light fire and cook some eggs or something. Just enough to like stop me from starving would probably do it. Yeah, I am pretty sure we got rid of as many zombies as we could from this area to begin with, which was good. Hey, chickens. Yeah, you guys don't have the coop thing. Fresh, uncooked, give me those eggs. Yeah. We got anything else around here? There's grass. You guys got grass. I think when they have like a coop, they will actually go and like lay in it. But when they don't, oh hello, they've been laying in here. When they don't, they just kind of like just put them wherever on the floor. There is that steel sheet, which I will take that back with me. And I think I was kind of using that initially to, what do you call it? I think to put all like the droppings and shit in, but I think I'll just take the crate. Because then they can have a bit more space in here. Mind you, when winter comes, they're going to be basically like fucked, so. But I have a few eggs. I think she's very hungry, bordering on starving. So hold on. Pat that chicken. De-stress a little bit, girl. There we go. Alright. No. I need you to jump the thing. So, get your ass back to the car. We're going to have to very carefully and about as fast as possible get our ass back to home. Slap on the electricity. Slap those eggs in the fucking oven. And try not to die. Obviously, I have like other food in the house. But ideally, I would kind of rather just cook up the fresh shit. Eat that as soon as possible. But yeah, it's very interesting that it's like there's these power lines and stuff, but there's actually like a proper fucking power grid. And I do think I recall following, not like actively following, but I think I like subconsciously followed a set of power lines back to like a grid at one point. Because I have found a power, oh fuck, hold on. I have found a power substation before. Mate, you're gonna destroy my car. I still also, oh, pigs. I still haven't found the antique stove that I need, but I have, I was going to say like 3/4 of a whole meal or something like that, but I've got like 2 out of 3 stones that I would need to make a campfire. If I could find a 3rd stone, I would have that as an option. That place looks like a good place to look. But yeah, I just need to find like another, what the hell is that? Oh, it's grass. I thought it was like dead animal or something. If I could find like an additional stone, I could possibly find like the ability to make a basic campfire, you know, if I can't find a proper stove in time for winter. Also, there are a few like additional zombies kind of like lurking around out on the roads, and I don't know quite where they've come from. But it's interesting because I'm like, obviously they've been drawn to something. It could be me just like driving around. It could be all the sound effects as I've like gone to areas and stuff, maybe. And it's still only September, so I still have like a little bit of time. But I have definitely done all the places up in like this farmland area. I wouldn't mind checking out that crazy fucking estate again, but I don't see much like value in going back there since there's no food and there was really only like ammo and stuff. And hold on, like another stone. Just hang on for a second. If that looks like one of those like classic stones that you would find on the ground, I don't know what you're carrying. You're very hungry. Can you do enable search? This to me looks like one of those stones that I could potentially take. Like if it's not, okay, but yeah. Okay. I just thought it looked like one of those ones where you can normally like take them with you kind of thing. Mind you, I've been fooled by that before. I was just thinking, I'm like, if I could find like the 3rd stone like that, I'd probably just put a like basic campfire outside. And I'd be a little less like concerned about going and like finding something. But like, I can always like look for potentially like an alternative car or... Did I pass the thing again? Wait, is there an estate in there? Hold on. I'm super zoomed in on that. There is an estate in there, but I don't think I can get through to the other side. But I don't think I have actually checked the house over here. So, could you imagine if it was this close all along? That'd be hilarious. That is a pretty sizable house. You know what? I'm okay with leaving the car here. Oh, fuck, of course it started. Turn that shit off. So, I have seen hordes of zombies over here. This is a big house. A really big house. There is a zombie over there. I don't see any basement. There's only like there's the little pack. I knew I had a pack nearby my house. I just couldn't show you because they keep like migrating around the place. Hey, Matt. At least at this point, I'm very close to home. Get on the ground, mate. Come on. I'm guessing my girl is like exhausted and stuff. I need you to fall over, mate. Need you to fall over, so there we go. Oh. No, you don't. Get away from my ankles. The fact that he was able to fully fucking roll over. No, get the fuck away from my feet. And also, are you squished? Good. I might take that for pulling apart. Actually, you know, something I hadn't really considered is that every time I pull apart, like take people's watches and shit, there is always a chance. Oh shit! Fuck! Hold on. There's always a chance that they will have an alarm set on it. You know, you're gonna follow me too easily here. The only thing about this is I am on the verge of needing food, so. I'm also super close to my house, but I can't go past the pile of zombies. But I can go and get my ass in my car. So the only reason why I want to go back to the car is she is in a lot of a bad spot. So I've done it before where I've taken on that last zombie and I can't fight it off, or I can't kill it. And if she hits starving, it's not gonna matter. My only thing is I don't know where this fucking connects to. Come on. There we go. I know that this does not connect across the thing, although now that I have a sledgehammer, I might be able to do something about that. Because I haven't been able to take a shortcut across this paddock ever. I always have to go up and around or down and around because it's a solid fence on the other side, but I own a sledgehammer now, so after we get our ass home and I get her some fucking food. She's very hungry, but she's not quite starving. She's fucking close. See if I can go around this spot, because this is bad here. These shrubs, those shrubs back there specifically, like, could you imagine if this, like, automatically, like, sprung a tree up in front of you? Like that? I know that grew in, like, the last day or so, and I know it's only so many days before that one grows. I will have to come through here with, like, a hatchet or something and, like, chop down a bunch again and make sure that is clear. I'm trying to keep it as clear as I can to begin with. Alright, I probably won't need to take the car through the paddock. So, let's pop that there and make it stop. Take that, put that in the boot for the moment. I will need to take the food out of here. I can hear more fucking deer here as well. Alright. So as soon as she's got that out of here, I'll zip inside. Okay, there we go. Okay, first things first. Go around the back. I know you're tired. Go around the back. Because we need to turn the generator on. Okay, hold on. Turn on. Get that power running. There we go. I should grab a couple of buckets while I'm doing this. But oven, turn on. Egg pile, go in the oven. I am going to just drop that for the moment. And probably also these two. Because it's just weight. And I want to sledge out this wall as well. I do not know what that additional sound was. I cooked. Oh, it's the sound of all of that going. God damn. Okay, eggs. Fucking start cramming that shit into your mouth. Put that into there. I have got the generator still on, but I did turn the thing off. Love, I said put that in your inventory. You're gonna need it. Okay. Start cramming eggs. Start eating them. Also, maybe just for the second, sit on the ground. I know that having the generator on could also entice those fucking zombies across the paddock, but it's fine. Keep eating those eggs, love. Eating them. And I'll keep making you eat them. I don't care if it, like, gets dark and shit outside. I'll briefly, like, turn it off. Like, she should be out of, like, death range, which is good. I want to grab the couple of buckets and put them in the oven, because that would be a practical use of that, even though the weight would be, like, super overloaded. Okay. So, if I can just shut that. Because as long as I'm nearby the oven, turn that shit, put that in there. Oh, turn that on. And keep eating the eggs. Honestly, I should bring something over to, like, clean that as well, but this is fine. Now, after you eat your egg, do I have empty containers somewhere? So I haven't found many, but I also do need to fill these fuckers up. So if I could take that bottle, fill that one up with, like, the 10 liters that's going to come out of this in a second. And yeah, grab that. I don't know if she can physically grab that out of there. Can you transfer liquid? I don't know if you can do it while it's hot, but maybe drop the buckets and give me that. That way we can put a fresh one into the container. In there you go. I don't care if it's 1 or 2. The thing. We will transfer that into... Whoop, hold on. I literally can't see that. Into the empty dispensary bottle. Pull that shit up. And I guess we can probably drop... Well, I can't really, like, drop the bucket at the moment, but I know she's got, like, too much. Surprisingly not that much, but it's just still overloading her. Can you do anything about filling that? Oh, she can. Okay. So maybe it was an issue with her just, like, holding on to it. Bring that shit over here. Stop putting that over there. Can you fill up the dispenser? And also her water bottle, because you've got it on her anyway. So I will have to turn that off in a second. But we will put the bottle on here. And I'll fill up the other one while I'm doing this, because it makes sense to do this at the moment. Take the... What is it? Take the bottle. Okay. And I still have stuff to go with it. Stop putting that over there. So swap that shit over. Grab the water bucket. Fill that crap up. And on the ground, if you can chuck that in there. Stop that. And eat some of your eggs while you've got a second. Because it's not going to take long for this shit to cook up. She's like, basically, like, looks like she's in the worst condition. She's going to have a lot of fucking eggs. I'm trying to get it to the point where it maybe comes up saying that she's, like, super full or something. And that's still cooking. Keep eating that. I don't know how long you'd have to leave this on with nothing in it for it to catch fire. But I know that that's a thing that can happen. So liquids, when you're done with that. I may have enough in this bucket to... I know we got full to bursting. Nice. I may have enough to fill up the other one, maybe. Maybe not. I've got nearly 2 full buckets by the look of it. Alright. When you're done with that, turn off the oven. And we'll go outside. First we'll put this thing up. Add the bottle. I could hear the generator outside. I'm like, it was kind of like disturbing me a little bit. I also don't like that. Just in case. Alright. And also, apart from like the neighbors' fridges, you would think that having a light source that broad would absolutely like bring the zombies, you know? Also maybe get a torch out. It is really nice having the backlight there. Come on. All right. I haven't actually taken her outside at night for a while, you know? Now that I think about it. I've mostly just been like inside. Okay, fill that up. So we still definitely have like sufficient water inside. Like I said, a lot of like the excess water around the place is a lot more to do with like filling up stuff, using cleaning, cooking, stuff like that, as opposed to actually like hydration. But in the event that I get like a high thirst girl, I definitely won't have any struggle with that because I'll just have like literal buckets. Like if I'm doing a task at home, I'll just give her a fucking bucket of clean water and like sit her down somewhere and she'd be basically right, you know? I forgot I left that torch on. So I don't think we got any zombies across here. And I do want to go across the road to go check that out. And she's still got a shit ton of eggs on her, which isn't really an issue. I do want her to probably eat a bunch more. I probably should have sat her down. This is fine. I've got a pen. Got the flashlight we've got to put away. Just have water. I still do have a couple things on me, and we still have that crate and stuff. And the car is still very full. But what I might do is I might halve this stack of eggs, or maybe more. If I'm only across the road, it's not really that big of an issue. I'll just put, Jesus, that is a wall of eggs. And I forgot to cook some, but that's fine. They'll probably go stale. Okay, so I do have a couple of boxes and stuff sitting here I do have to put away. I definitely have stuff in the car that I need to put away. I have the sledgehammer. I want to take out, so what I want to do is I want to specifically take out this wall so that I can then put like storage boxes there and I don't have this corner because I don't need it, right? I might dismantle the door though for the XP, but we'll see. And I kind of initially thought about taking out like part of this wall because I don't super need it, but I am also just really familiar with this kind of layout. I do need that one. I don't need this door. And initially I was going to take out this center thing, but I don't know. It kind of makes sense and stuff, you know? And I also do need to remove those couple of little cans and shit. And get you to sit your ass back down. But yeah, I'll essentially go back across the road after doing that. And where am I? Have a look at this place because I don't think it has an antique stove in it, but I do think that it's definitely going to have some kind of food and it looks a bit interesting. I saw a storage crate in it and I don't know what's in it. Also, if I could open up this fucking, like take a sledgehammer down here and get rid of some of this fence, that would be amazing. And also clear across like the way with like an axe, that would also be great.